Hey, welcome guys. Welcome to DDD, Driven Daily Domestics. Today we're going to talk about how I bought a 2008 Dodge Charger for $30. Yes, $30. Three $10 bills. There it is. Does it run? Yeah. Does it drive? Yeah. Does the AC work? Yeah. So how did I get this car so cheap? Well, today I'm going to explain just how to do that. Now, as you probably see, the rear tire is pretty messed up, sitting on a flat, and the marker light is missing. The car has scratches, it has dents, it has dings, it has issues. Like, one issue is, well, it used to be a cop car. So it had no middle console. Look at the dirt and the grime. Look at that. Yeah, that middle console was gone. And someone put one in it. Yep. It still has the light above. And if you notice, look, no middle. It's on there. Yeah. Police issued. Yep. So, here we have it. All right. I'll explain how this works. Well, you wake up real early in the morning and you get dressed, you eat your breakfast, and then you go to a police auction. And there you bid on cars. You know, you find out what the situation is with the car. Like, is it drug related? You know, is it hazardous? Now, hazardous typically means someone either died in it by their own hands or by, you know, manipulation of someone else, which is unfortunate. But sometimes if that doesn't bother you, then, you know, you could get a fairly decent car, you know, as long as you don't mind somebody being dead in it, which is kind of creepy. But, you know, some people it doesn't bother. I've known guys go to auto auctions and buy cars that were hazardous and there was freaking blood in the seat, or you could see where somebody got shot in the driver's side. But they didn't bother them. They just replaced the seat and the window, and, you know, now they drive a 2009 Porsche. They picked up for like $1,200. So I'm sure the insurance is pretty terrible on the car. I'm not sure because I don't own a Porsche. I have this Dodge. Yes, this Dodge. Back seat don't look too bad. I mean, it's a little dirty, but it still has some work. As you see, there's a piece of plastic missing there. Another piece of plastic missing over there. Has a small spot there. But check this out. When you turn this goopy thing on, you know, all the bells and whistles still work. It does have an issue, apparently. One of the things that happened to this car, or with this car, is the maintenance issue. The maintenance wasn't the greatest on it, apparently. It has like 140,000 miles on it. It's not too bad, but it's not terribly good either. I wish it had less miles on it. But these cars, police cars, are driven hard. They're not driven very long, you know, in the aspect that, you know, they don't own them for 10 years because they put too many miles on them and they drive them extremely hard in car chases and everything else. This car actually happened to be a narcotics police officer's car. It was to catch drug dealers. So it does not have the 5.7 Hemi. It actually has the 6.1 Hemi. And we just picked this up about a week ago. But I'm telling you, it smokes like a freight train. The heads are going to have to come off, or we're going to have to change the valve seals. Let's do that. Let's let you guys decide. Do we pull the heads and replace them? Which in my argument would be a whole lot easier. Or do we just change the valve seals and, you know, go that way? So in the comments below, do us a favor. Comment, replace the cylinder heads, or comment, just do the valves, the valve seals. And, you know, whichever you know, we get most of, that's the way we'll go. And we'll do it live. You know, we'll do a whole video on how to change out the valve seals in the Hemi, or we'll do a step-by-step on how to change the heads on the Hemi. We'll just leave that decision up to you guys. But, I mean, other than that, the car's not in bad shape. I mean, it's got some scratches and some dents and some dings. But, you know, look at all that corn. Yeah, we're in cornfields everywhere. But, I mean, look at that tent. I mean, that's police-issued tent, bud. Yeah. There is the notorious flat tire. And you're probably saying, well, why ain't you changed that out? It's a process. We'll get to it eventually. It's already got one donut on it. You know, there's where the light or the antennas and stuff were going. Look at them terrible scratches. I don't know if this police officer drove it through a cornfield, or, you know, there's a really bad one. We only got 3 lug nuts on this, as you see. I mean, some squirrel marks. But, I mean, all in all, I mean, back seat, which I find a little weird, because normally, correct me if I'm wrong, but this should all be vinyl back here for drunks and, you know, people that, you know, wet themselves or puke or whatever. But you can see up here, there and there, that's where they used to have something. I'm thinking of some kind of petitioner that went through there, probably a piece of plastic, or, you know, I don't know. Maybe some bars. I don't typically like to jump in the back of police cars, so I'll leave that up to other people. It's not my thing, but you probably, I mean, you can see there's still more missing there. Some dirt and grime and stuff. That don't work. Let's see if we can't get this thing to start. It's been a little bit. It probably. Nope, she ain't gonna start. But check this out. I mean, you got your red light, white light. One thing Dodge does do, though, I mean, I've heard a lot of complaints about the transmission still being, you know, kind of goofy from certain aspects. I watched a video not too long ago of a guy who was complaining about the 5 things that he hated about his Dodge Charger. And one of those main things was the transmission, that it wouldn't, you know, he was saying he had a 5-speed automatic transmission, and that it would slip from 2nd to 3rd, and it would jerk really hard if it ever went from 5th to 3rd, you know, as he was coming to a stop. I don't know with this car, because I've not drove it. It has its issues, but, you know, apparently we're not going to be able to start this thing. And I do apologize for that. I was really wanting to get you to see the smoke. I mean, how can you beat $30? I mean, how many people out there would buy a Dodge Charger and, you know, pay $30 for it? I mean, it does have a little of this and that needs to be repaired, or, you know, needs to be fixed. But even if you think about it, I mean, a set of cylinder heads for 2 of them, there's companies out there, I've done some research, I can get 2 cylinder heads for $540. You know, that's not astronomical, you know, terrible, you know, I'm gonna die because it's gonna cost me $540 to, you know, fix. Here's another thing. I mean, look at this. Clear headlight, grungy headlight. Now I watched a guy one time take some WD-40 and spray on there. I haven't tried that yet. There's a hole there. I've just seen that. Look at that. Big old hole. But anyway, I mean, hood don't look too bad. It's kind of wet. It's been raining a lot, and from what I've seen, it's been raining everywhere. I mean, it's got the typical Dodge, you know, issues probably, but I mean, for 30 bucks, how you gonna beat it? I mean, seriously. All right, guys, that about do it today. Go and subscribe, hit that like button, and, you know, yeah, hit your notification. Yeah, there's Austin again. You always see Austin. He's something else. He don't have his shades on today because it's really dirty and everything.
Wet, and it looks like it's about to rain again.
Yeah. Where's Waldo? Right there. All right, guys. Take it easy till the next video. Bye.
Every single day